Yeah, today I'm back your way. It's still your inspirational speaker, L.A.M Wisdom. And today I want us to talk about fear. 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 The dictionary says a strong and an unpleasant emotion for or the awareness of danger ahead of us. A strong and an unpleasant emotion, feeling, awareness of a danger that is either ahead of you, with you, or within you. And it makes sense. Fear. Everybody at a point in time fears something. Somebody fears writing an exam. Somebody fears getting into a relationship. Somebody fears, taking a step. Somebody fears because of the outcome, the danger, the risks involved. It makes you fear, and fear brings out the humanoid form of you. If you don't fear, then it means you are not conscious of the things around you. So once you are conscious of the dangers ahead and your underestimated power for it, because you feel like the thing ahead of you has the overshadowing, overwhelming power to control you, to cause you harm, to hurt you, to bring you into a discomfort situation. So you fear for the outcome of that thing upon you, and it is good to fear, because it makes you realize your capacity, your strength, and your weakness. So when you see someone that you can easily beat, or you can easily maneuver, your senses, your consciousness of your capacity, of the strength that you have, makes you override that person. It is your strength. So your senses picks out what you see, what you feel, what you hear, brings into your brains. That is your mind. Your mind also processes the information, and based on your strength, based on your capacity, it gives you a result of information that this person, you shouldn't dare. This exam, you shouldn't dare, because you are not fit for it. You've not prepared enough for it. If you try, you will fail, because your system has processed the information, the data that was brought to your brains, that and in consideration of your strength, it is telling you that the best thing to do is to skip, to dive, or to divert, or to quit, to give up, because you don't have what it takes to make that step. You don't have what it takes to jump that hurdle. You don't have what it takes to cross that river. You don't have what it takes to open that business. You don't have what it takes to set up yourself. So at this moment, per your capacity of strength, do not make that move. Fear of the outcome, the unknown, danger ahead of us. And it makes you a human, because as a human, you equally have your SWOT analysis. That is your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, your threats. You got me? So once your system processes the information and considers, matches it with your strength, whereas your strength fails or is underrated, then it brings out your weakness point up. It shoots your weakness point up the bar, that this time around you are not strong enough. You are more weaker, and more weakness means you shouldn't approach, you shouldn't try, you shouldn't make that move, you shouldn't say it, you should keep mute, just quit, because this person you are going into the ring with will beat you hands down. So I like it when I fear. In fact, it is something that everybody should have an encounter, an experience of fear. I mean, if once in a time you don't fear something, I have a quote that It is natural to get panicked. I mean, to panic at something, but it is a choice to fear. And people fear all sorts of things. People fear deities. People fear even human beings. People fear sort of things because of their strength and their weakness. So let me show you this. When your senses pick the information, sense into your brains, process that information and tells you that you don't have what it takes to make that move. It is true, you don't have it. Don't try it, you don't have it. But I'm going to teach you something. What about if what your brains is telling you at that moment is not true? What if it is not true? What if what your brain is telling you that you are incapacitated at that moment to start up that business, to start up that education, to mount forward for that exam, to go into that position? What if what your brain is telling you is not true, that you are not fit for it? What if it is not true? Are you getting me? What if it is not true? So, if it is not true, then your brains has made you conscious that you sit back and realize and do analysis into the issue, into the information that has been gathered. You need to do analysis into that information and try to go deeper into yourself and reanalyze yourself and reassess yourself to see whether you are fit or not. And when you see that you are fit, but just your brains and the environment and the things that are happening is just putting you into a cage of fear not to make that move, that is where I come in. Strengthen yourself. Though you have that weakness, though you have that pain, though you have that shortcomings, though you have that setbacks, though you lag behind, though you don't have the qualifications, though you are not fit for purpose, though you don't deserve it, though you cannot go through it, though everything seems wrong, remember that you are not only of weakness, you are of strength too. Everybody has got a strength and weakness. So when I'm about to go through that storm, I should remember that in as much as I am panicking at the storm, I am panicking of the exams, showing me that I have not learned enough. It is an opportunity for me to prepare enough. So he who has not feared before do not have what it takes to be courageous. Once you fear, once you feel that panicking syndrome, that symptoms, it gives you the opportunity to work on yourself. Like there is a giant, you've got to face it, and you don't have the strength. What do? Then it means you have to get strategies. You have to deploy strategies. You have to work on your tactics. You have to work on your combating skills. So fear itself gives us the opportunity to be courageous. That is why legendary Bob Marley said that it is only my fear that gives me courage. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever that I have feared gave me the opportunity to be courageous. I accept that I can't, but I look for the other way out. How can I beat this? On the surface, yes, I can't. I go nowhere but how do I overpower it? My fears gives me courage. Today, let your fear give you courage. What you fear, what you panic at, what frightens you, let it give you courage. I'm a Christian. I know you belong to another religion, another sect, but I will use an incident in my religion to create an example that when Jesus Christ was not being found, when the disciples were at storm at sea, They were looking for him, and they shouted, Rabbi, 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 where are you? He said, here I am, do not be afraid. I am not a ghost. They saw the man, thought that he was a ghost and wanted to. But then they realized that it is not for them to fear, but to have hope. The same thing that you fear, if you will accept it and go deeper into yourself and find your strength. When we watch horror movies and you see those intriguing moments, suspenseful moments, where a ghost or a horror is about to appear in this, and the person's heart is beating, and at a point in time he or she gets fed up and says, I am here, come get me. I am here, come get me. And I wonder, like, why all of a sudden you want to face it? He has mastered it. She has taken into consideration her weakness and said, even though I am weak, I will use the little strength that I have. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody fears at a point in time, but don't forget that you are not only of weakness, but of strength. You've got that power in you. Bring it out and go through that storm. You can. I say that it is not that I cannot go through the storm when I get there. I fear that I will not have that desire to go through. Have that desire, overriding power, that strength that is being given to you, that is being deposited into you. Make good use of it at that time, and you will cross it. Thank you once again. My name is L.A.M Wisdom. Same time, same day, I'm going to come your way. It's still Midas Touch 233, preparing minds and transforming lives. Stay good, stay healthy, stay focused, and stay courageous. We'll win this. Thank you. Bye-bye.